In this video, we're going to be finding special solutions of linear equations. See, equations do not always have just one solution. An equation that is true for all values of the variable is an identity and has infinitely many solutions. And an equation that is not true for any value of the variable has no solution. So we could have one solution, no solution, or infinitely many solutions. So let's take a look at these examples in front of us. In problem A, we have 3 times the quantity 5x plus 2 equals 15x. So let's solve for x here. We'll begin by distributing our 3, which is going to give us a 15x plus 6 equals 15x. We have a variable on both sides, so we need to move one of the variables over to the other one. So let's move this one because it's on the left, so why not? So we're going to subtract 15x, and we're subtracting it because it's the inverse operation that will make that go away. And that's going to leave us with a 6 equals, and then 15 minus 15 is a 0. Well, that looks kind of interesting, doesn't it? Does 6 equal 0? We need to ask ourselves that. Is that a true statement, or is that a false statement? That's a false statement. That is not true. And that tells us here that our answer is no solution. There's no solution for this. Let's take a look at letter B. Here we have negative 2 times the quantity 4y plus 1 equals negative 8y minus 2. So we'll begin by distributing our negative 2, and that's going to give us a negative 8y minus 2 equals a negative 8y minus 2. Now at this point, you might have noticed that our expression on the left is identical to our expression on the right. When that happens, well, we can say that that's true. That's a true thing. Everything on the left matched everything on the right. And so this would be infinite solutions. Or it can even be written with the infinity symbol. Okay? Now, what if, though, you don't notice that they're the same? Because sometimes that happens. Well, I'll show you what to do. If you don't notice that they're the same, and you have negative 8y minus 2 equals negative 8y minus 2, you'll see that there's variables on both sides. So you'll still need to move one variable over to the other variable, and that's going to leave you with a negative 2 equals, oh, that's going to be a 0. So minus 2. Then ask yourself, is it true? Does negative 2 equal negative 2? Yeah, that's true. And so that gives us infinitely many solutions. So even if you don't see it right away that your left side is identical to your right side, you can still figure out that you have infinitely many solutions.